I think the dude is a slime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a wife. He was fucking mad chicks. I think there's no doubt he's a slime. I think he promised a lot of things that he didn't stay true to. I think he got high with these women and gave them drugs. Do I think he walked up to them with like a thing on his face? What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia. I'm your host, Gary G. Garcia. I'm here with my man, the producer extraordinaire, Brian Licata, as usual.
Hello.
Brian, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm very excited for this one.
I'm excited for this one. We have our first guest.
I didn't know I was the first guest. Nice.
Dude, you're the first guest.
I would have wore something nice, man.
I told you to wear something pretty. We're going to talk about that in a second.
That was just between us, though.
Today we got my man Tristan Rega. If you don't know this man, you should. He is one of the funniest dudes I know. Not even doing a quarter of the work he should be doing in comedy. He's a comedian. He's been out here to ACJokes a couple of times. He plays all over New York City. Tristan, it's great to have you on my show, dog.
Yo,
You're the first.
Man? Thanks.
You are the first guest on my show.
Pop the cherry.
You pop the cherry. You're probably gonna hate it, but you know you're here.
Love it.
Brian,
for having me.
You've never met Tristan. Brian, Tristan. A lot of the information that I get when I'm talking all my conspiracies, this is the man that has enlightened me.
Oh boy,
on a lot of shit.
Let's go, baby. I am I have been crazy for my entire life.
You're looking good, dude. Your pecs are looking nice.
I lost some weight, but you know.
I tell you, second dude's come on the show with a tank top. What is this, man? What's going on here, man? I thought Rated G was
my bad. Yo, I gotta put more weight on, man. People start, you lose a little weight, and then people think they can say things to you. I can't be dealing with this, man. They start getting a little tough, and I'm like, you know what? It's fine, because I'm not in the mood anymore.
Well, I've always been little, so
yeah.
Even though I feel like I'm getting skinny, man. I feel like I'm getting a little skinny. I have to watch that.
Yeah, we don't want you withering away, bro. We need you here.
So, Brian, what's going on, man? I love the shirt.
Yeah, I do like that shirt. What is that?
I got a little spaceman. I figured we were gonna get into some conspiracy stuff,
cool.
so I got the space shirt on for tonight.
You addressed appropriately today, man.
I like that.
And you're rocking the Golden Girls tank top.
Wow.
You said I'm gonna be on G's show today. Let me get out my Sunday best.
Girls, bro. Yo, if you don't respect the Golden Girls, I don't respect you, to be honest.
I love the Golden Girls.
See that you gotta love the Golden Girls.
Who's your favorite Golden Girl?
I don't even know their names, to be honest. Damn, you got me, man. I don't even know.
You don't even know their name.
If I remember, wait. Fuck. No, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
My brain is shot, bro. I have no memory.
It's not Betty White. I like the big one.
Yeah.
The mother. That was my favorite. The one with the mother.
Victoria. Well, I think Vicky was one of them.
No, Vicky was not one of them, dog.
You sure?
Brian, help us out here, man.
Yo, what's the name? Yo, I'm telling you, it'll come to
There's
me.
no Vicky.
Keep going. There's no Vicky. I'm telling you. Wait, okay.
There's no Vicky. I will tell you this. I cannot think of any of their names.
God.
The mother's name I can't think of. Brian, where are you on this one, man? How hard could this one be?
No, we're here. I'm trying to pull it up.
I'm like, yo, I have no idea who they are.
Dorothy, Rose,
Dorothy. Yo, that's
Sophia.
the same thing as Vicky, bro.
Dorothy's the same as Vicky, dog?
Yeah, it's close enough. It's the same type of name.
So if you were dating a chick named Dorothy and you accidentally called
Vicky,
her.
Yeah. She would get called Vicky all the time.
She get Vicky all the time. Which is why you're single.
Yeah.
So what's up, Brian? How was your week this week, man? You had a good week?
I did, man. I found a new barber down here. I went to one guy.
Oh shit! New barber, nice.
I went to one guy the first time, and then now I found this guy, and I think he's going to be the guy for at least the foreseeable future.
Well, what happened to the first guy you didn't like? He didn't do the job?
He was good. No, he gave me a good haircut. It was just too far away.
Okay.
It wasn't good enough for me to be able to be like, I'm going to drive 40 minutes to go to this guy.
Yeah, they have to add a little extra services, like a little hand job. Throw something in there. They got to throw something in there to make it come back. If I'm going to do driving a half hour, an hour, you got to throw something in there, man.
You need a happy ending haircut.
Something, man. Something. A little nudge, a touch, something.
I think you're onto something with that, man.
I think, it should be a thing.
So your hair is freshly cut, Brian?
It is. Yeah, yesterday.
Looking sharp there.
I don't know. It looks like it's grown in already.
What, the haircut?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did a 1.5, and then like a 2, 3, and then he just cut a little bit on the top. I leave
You see
it
this
long on top.
motherfucker Tristan with his hair
Look, I know.
showing off. He got a 1 and a 2.
Look at him.
He's using multiple. He's using multiple numbers on a motherfucker. Let me get a 1 on the side, a 2 a little bit on top, and on.
You know what?
We'll go for a 5 on the top.
As long as you got that, you got to sport that. That's it. You got to go full force with it.
He's not gonna lose his hair. It's
too
you solid.
Look like, you got that full line right there, man. I ain't going nowhere. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have this whole thing till you're 90. I don't know what's gonna happen in the back. I don't know about that, but
he'll get a round circle. He'll get the circle.
Probably.
You ever see those guys? Those guys like 90 years old and they have that fluff and nothing's back here, but you can't.
My boss used to do that, man. My boss only had hair on one side. He would comb it over to the whole other side.
Yeah, I don't get those people, man. I don't understand it.
My brother, when he lost his hair, he just let it grow in the back. He just kept letting it grow longer.
That means they have a piece of hair like 6 inches long, and they comb it like this, and then they just they
flop it over. I think you're just jealous.
I don't know if I could do that. You know what? I wish I could get to the point where, because I feel like I'm at a point where I don't give a fuck, but that's another level.
Well, you look like you're at that point.
I'm there. But there's levels to it.
There's levels to this shit.
There's hair flopping to the side level. That's a whole nother dimension.
So I sent to both of you that video of the dude who became, what was it, Korean?
Yeah, transracial. Yeah, absolutely.
Transracial.
Shoot, you could be whatever you want to be, Gary. Whatever.
Dude, we were talking about the other day. I want to be a llama.
That's fine.
So I could spit in people's faces.
Yeah.
And then they have to deal with it because what can they say, you know?
Well, you should get, and it should be put on your license. Like, I'm a llama, so nobody can say anything.
I was talking to someone today, their kid, their daughter hangs out with a friend that doesn't want to be called he or she. So she calls her they and them.
That one I don't get. That to me, I don't know about that one. Listen, I'm for everybody. You could do whatever you want. I don't care, but I'm gonna have an opinion about it. You know, I might not agree with you, but you could be my friend. I don't care who you are, what you do, what color you are, what shape you are, what you identify as. I really don't care. I'm friends with everybody, but I will tell you when I think it's a little silly. And the they and them, I just feel it's a little like, what does that mean? I haven't spoken to anybody, so what is it?
I said it should be it.
It.
If you don't want to be a he or she, you and it.
But isn't that like getting to like schizophrenia or the bipolar? You're talking about them? Is there two people in there? I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. There's something in there. But
Is
yo,
there?
just so my listeners know, my few listeners know what we're talking about. I sent these guys a video the other day. There's no way you could bring that video up, Brian.
Yeah, let me do what I can.
I sent them a video the other day of this dude who went through surgery to change his face to look. It's Korean, right?
Korean.
That's what he was going for,
Yeah,
Korean. And he's like, I'm so happy. I'm finally Korean.
I mean, listen, I don't even know anything about, I have no stereotypes in my head about Koreans, so I can't even say any, I don't even know.
Yeah, like what
is it about Koreans? Did you read up why he wanted to be Korean? Because I don't even know. I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know what they are about over there. I don't know what goes on. I mean, you know,
I feel like, did he really
wanted to be Puerto Rican? I can understand, you know, right?
It's a good thing.
Is anybody going trans Puerto Rican? You, that's you. Wait.
This is it right here. Go ahead, play that bad boy. Play that bad boy. Oh, you can't hear it. So this dude went and he got surgery on his face to appear more Korean. I had no idea what he was before he started, but is that all it takes?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's just Korean now. I mean, what is
Did he become a Korean woman?
Oh wait, that's him too. Did he turn black?
No, that's this dude
surgery.
be dropping
I was gonna
some
say
shit.
that's some surgery.
That dude
man.
right there,
Good.
you should follow that dude right there, man. That dude right there be dropping some shit right there. Yeah, I follow that dude. But that Asian dude, I'm sitting there, and what did he become? An Asian woman?
Bro, like, wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, he became an Asian woman.
Look at that, 400,000 followers. Hey, whatever.
See, that's why I want to get titties.
You gotta do things for the gram.
That's why I was thinking of getting titties.
Go for it.
You know, I was going to be the first
Listen,
straight.
if you get titties, are you allowed, like, because guys can walk around without their shirts. Now, if you get titties, can you like go swing them around?
I think as long as I think first of all, women can walk around without a shirt.
Can they?
And yes, in New York State, they are allowed to walk around topless. Now, would I suggest that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest that. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, if I got titties, I'm throwing them out, man. They're gonna
I'm
be
thinking
hanging.
of becoming the first cis man with tits.
Do it.
You know what I'm saying? I still identify as
what size you going for?
Like B's.
B's?
Yeah, like B's. I don't want to go too big.
Yeah, yeah. I hear like you get back problems and stuff, right? They're too big. I mean, that's what chicks be saying, I guess.
I know. I've known a couple of women who've gotten breast reductions.
Yeah, yeah. Because if your titty's too big, it's too much weight. So every time you go to try to tie your shoelace, you do a somersault.
Jumping jacks might suck.
Yeah, yeah. That's all good, man.
You know, Brian, you look interested in some. What's going on over there? What are you finding over there?
Yeah, so I'm reading some quotes from Perez Hilton about this. So this person was a like a London Instagram influencer. And,
oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so she was quoted as saying, I identify with the Korean community. Maybe they will accept me more now because I have the look. Maybe people will think I'm actually Korean, which will make me really happy. They can see how much I love the culture.
You know, they could have did that. How many white people do you know that embrace the Asian culture? You know what I'm saying?
A Korean shirt, a flag.
How many ponytailed white dudes do you know walking around with a gi? You know what I'm saying? They know all the, you know, they're quoting fucking, they're quoting fucking the art of war.
Sword.
Yeah, they got samurai swords hanging on their walls. You could do that without going to such extremes. Like I don't understand how nobody I feel like those doctors, man, they're getting paid on people's mental problems, man. Wow. You know, and I'm not trying to, you know, diss nobody. I'm not even dissing him. If he wants to do that, go ahead and do it, man. But I ain't got to sit there and listen to your bullshit. What are going to be your stories? Are you going to tell me Korean stories? Yeah. Are you going to tell me how you grew up in Korea and make up all these fucking stories? Or are you going to be like, yeah, I grew up in Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn by 2 Italians, and somehow you're Korean. What was he before? Do they know?
This is the world we're living in these days. You know, it's identity politics. You could be whatever you want. I think, listen, that's the case, then, you know, so be it. But here's one that I saw the other day, advertisement for MasterCard. They were advertising towards trans, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with trans, right? Whatever you do, whatever you want, be whatever you want. But the thing is, they made it like it was a problem that people were IDing them, and because their name didn't match, you know, the name on their card, they weren't allowed to change their name on their card to match their gender, right? So it's like, so a Jessica would come up with their card and you know, be a dude. I'm sorry. Listen, I might get the things wrong, the genders, whatever. It is. I'm trying to be respectful if I can, but it is what it is. But right, so they're complaining that these people would card them and they didn't believe them. And it's like, from my perspective, it's like, look, the person's just doing their job, and it's like, I'm sorry, but not every day they see somebody named Jessica with a full-grown beard. Like, what do you want them to do?
You're right. I agree with you.
It's like, well, they're just doing their job, and they're mad that these people are doing their jobs, and they think that they shouldn't be carded, they shouldn't be asked for ID. It's like, all right, that's
can't
fine.
They change their ID?
Well, I guess, I don't know. I don't even know I don't know what they're doing. I don't know the rules. But now MasterCard is allowing them to put any name they want on the card.
Oh man, that's
because
cool.
Now I could get one.
Yes,
I could get one, McLovin or whatever I want to be. I could be.
What's going on over there?
Oh, my food's coming. It was a little late. You know what? Listen, I got a little annoyed. I ordered some food. I picked it up. I came back. I unbagged everything, right? And then the whole plate was missing. Whole plate. Missed the whole salmon plate. Fish, not salmon.
You order fish to go?
Yeah. No. Well, I picked it up. It's a good restaurant over here in Bay Ridge.
Okay, you picked it up. I don't know about fish to go.
No,
it just doesn't seem right.
Where's it going? You're going to eat it anyway.
I don't know, Brian. You would order fish for takeout?
I wouldn't order fish, period. But
It's
that's
a
just
nice,
me.
it's a nice restaurant. We usually go and eat, but because I had this going on, I'm like, yo, let's go pick it up.
I don't order anything takeout other than pizza, cheesesteaks, anything that comes from a pizza shop. I won't order anything else takeout. If I'm gonna get like nice restaurant food, I'm gonna eat there.
Exactly. Well, good restaurants won't even let you take it out.
Well, anyway, they forgot it, right? So I get here and we're unpacking everything, and it's missing a whole thing. And then I call them up, and they're like, "Okay, you want to come back? We're sorry. You want to come and pick it up?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to come. I'm home already. Like, you want me to?" Like, they even had the nerve to ask.
Right.
Like, no, bring it here. They're like, "Oh, okay, we'll figure it out." I'm like, yeah, okay, thank you. Now they're probably gonna spit in my food, but that's fine.
I would look. What I love is when he did that story, he held his hand like he was holding a phone.
Oh yeah,
and
people
like
don't do
all
that
these
anymore,
new
right?
jacks don't even know what you're doing. They're like, what is he? Is he like in the Latin Kings? What's he doing over here?
Yeah.
Because they never held a phone receiver in their lives. They're like, and I'm wondering why you're keeping it so far from your face. Is that normally how you talk on the phone?
Yeah,
like,
if I'm yelling, bro, I got some shit to say.
Yo, but what's crazy is the black dude that you just showed a picture of that I said I follow him. He did a whole thing about that where he talks about it's basically a person expressing how they feel. They feel like a man trapped in a woman's body or a woman trapped in a man because they feel that way. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's exactly what it is. You know, I mean, obviously, if you was an actual woman in a man's body, eventually something would sprout, I would guess, right? Or fall off.
Maybe. I mean,
yes,
listen,
it
you feel
was
the way
actual.
you feel. I get. Listen,
So,
I think people are born with the chemical imbalances. I believe that happens.
Yeah, I think it's a chemical thing. I'm not mad at nobody, and I definitely don't dislike trans. I mean, check it. I watch trans and women all the time ever since I found out I have a dick preference.
Oh, there you go. What's that? You watched that's
well,
what you watched?
Because I found out, I realized I have a dick preference, and I got a little disturbed. So then I started watching, transgender women with women. Because I figured I want nice tits and a pretty face attached to the dick. I don't want to see a dude.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I think it's genius.
You get the whole package.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The dick's got to be there, So why not have a beautiful looking woman attached to it, I guess. I don't know. So I got nothing against him, but he was saying basically that, now they feel this certain way and we all got to adjust the way they feel. And if we don't adjust to it right, we're the wrong one. I was saying the other day that, everybody talks about acceptance, but the truth of the matter is they want to be special. Because when it comes to dealing with a person that doesn't accept that, then you don't accept that person. Right. But why can't you accept that person? Even if that person is closed-minded, even if that person is ignorant,
right?
Shouldn't we still accept that it's still a person?
Yeah, absolutely.
So now all of a sudden we diss that person, but what makes us better than them? Now we're the same as them.
Right. They want, that's the thing.
And I'll say us as
they want you to take sides. It's like, do you accept everybody for who they are, or it's either it's black and white when it comes to that. You accept everybody, you don't. That means everybody. You got to accept them for their good and their bad, and there's bad people out there.
Yeah, and you lock them up, but they're people.
Yeah. Listen, they're human too. Everybody's human. There's psychos out there, killers, this or whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody has their thing.
What if a person related to like a serial killer? You know what I'm saying? But they never kill nobody. They just feel like a serial killer.
My rule is, for me, do whatever the hell you want. You just leave kids alone.
So then what do you think about, who's the chick we were talking about, Brian?
Kids and women. You leave that alone. Like if you like abusing kids or women, like that's men. I feel like men, you want to be manly. You do what you want to do. You want to do your barbaric shit. Go be a fucking man and be a fucking barbarian. That's fine.
Well, I mean, I feel like people could do whatever they want as long as you're not infringing on someone else's quality of life.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with that. Like what you do shouldn't physically affect me.
Yeah.
Don't physically affect me. You want to stay over there and say whatever you want to say, you could say it. All day long, I'll listen. I'll even banter with you. But when you start getting physical with what you want me to believe, then we're gonna have a problem.
That's what I'm saying. And here's the thing: where are the people who don't give a fuck? Is it just us three?
No, I think there's a lot. I think
where are the people that just don't care who you're fucking, what you're doing,
right? I
on
think
your spare
most
time?
people are kind of the way we looking at it is like we're kind of in the middle. Like we don't care. No, we don't care what you do as long as it doesn't affect. I think that most people are like that, but that's not the media. There's no money in that, and there's no money in people like us.
Brian,
we talk about that
talking
all
your
the
language
time,
right
dude.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Brian's one of these.
Oh yeah, man. He's
I love it.
I'm teaching him some things here and there. There's a lot of things he don't know. There's a lot of things he never heard of. I think a couple
Brian,
episodes.
how old are you? May I ask?
I'm 30.
Get offended at that. What are you?
30.
Oh, 30. Okay, cool. I just hit 40. So 10 years.
When was your birthday?
Huh? April 6th.
April, man. Oh yeah, man. So you hit 40.
I just hit 40.
How am I younger? How am I older than you?
Oh, you've been around, kid.
I mean, but how am I older than you? Look at you. And look at me.
Your hair, take off the hat, bro.
I mean, I mean, you're still clinging to it, dog. You still clinging. My shit, I got rid of it all.
I still got it, man. I'm still all right. I don't mind.
How deep do those peaks go, dog?
They go.
Come on, it's not even a peak no more. That shit
looks like the bat symbol.
I will say this: you wear it pretty well. It doesn't look so bad.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you rock it.
It doesn't look so bad.
My friend's trying to get me to go to Turkey to get the hairline thing. He says, he's like $3,000 because he has the patch in the back. And he's like, $3,000. He said he knows some people that did it. He said, it's actually pretty good over there. He's like, $3,000. I'm like, yeah, but I was like, but then there's the price of the flight. I was like, isn't the flight like $1,700? He's like, yeah, that price includes the flight. I'm like, what? So you could
fly you out there?
Yeah, you get for the $3,000, the flight, hotel, and surgery. Bro, it might be done like on a bedrock somewhere.
You're thinking of doing that shit too, ain't you?
Right. I might listen, man, look at his hairline, bro. You didn't tell me you're not a little jealous of that?
He's a little sideways too. He's showing the swoop. He's showing how it comes off the forehead, giving us a profile. No, I'm not just, man. I'm just upset that I keep growing the patch and I got to keep shaving it every day. I wish it would all just go away.
I don't do the Bic, man. I do the one. I do the smallest one. I can't go skin. I'm not doing it.
You're clinging.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it.
You're a Klingon, man.
I'm not going. I'm not going there.
You're a fucking Klingon. You're that dude. You're gonna have like fucking. You're gonna rock just the sides. The whole middle's gonna be gone. You just gonna have the sides. You can't even
see if I have
little hair wheels. You're gonna have like little hair wheels on the side to your head.
I'm gonna have all this out here.
Now, if you let it grow out, does it grow straight or do you have like curly hair?
I have like wavy.
Let it grow out. Go all out, man.
Nah, I'll show you. If I show
and rock it in a ponytail.
Like 23, forget
you
about it.
You could be one of those dudes.
Like fucking.
You could be one of those dudes, man, with the ponytail, no hair on the top, rocking the sides into the ponytail.
Yo, hey, listen, everybody has a preference, right? They hang on to that hair, man.
And you could relate to a pirate.
I might do it, man. I'll do it one day. Fuck it.
What are we looking at here?
I found some information for some hair transplant places in Turkey.
Look, 2.7 euro per gram. What is that? I only need like fucking 7 fucking pieces of hair, don't I?
Man, I'm not going to Turkey to have them fuck with my head, dog.
Gary, I think we should. They have online video consultations, and I think we should.
Oh, we should book one.
We should book one and then record it.
Yo, you could and get a translator. You could fucking use Google Translator.
They have to have. They have to have somebody who speaks English there.
What do they speak in Turkey?
Turkish. Yeah, Turkish.
I assume. I don't even. What is that? I don't even know
Is there? Yeah. What is
origins of that language? I don't even know
what does it even sound like?
I don't even know.
Like who? Like you could go. You could basically go on stage and say, "Here's a Turkish impression."
I don't think I know anybody that speaks Turkish. I didn't
even know Turkish was the language, to be honest. But then again, man, I don't know a lot of things.
Maybe it's not. I just threw that out there. I honestly don't even know if that's
it's Turkish.
Is it?
Yeah, Turkish.
Oh, what is it? Turkic English. Okay,
Istanbul Turkish.
Turkic.
Yeah, I don't even know what they sound like. I don't even know what a Turkish person looks like, to be honest, man. I can't. I'm terrible with all that shit.
I think they all just look Eastern European. Is that the wrong thing to say?
Yeah. I mean, more or less, they have like pretty dark skin. It's like kind of Europe and Arab, a little Arab.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
You know, if we never went to war with them, I don't know.
Where's the map? Okay. I was trying. I'm so bad with geography too. Like, I don't even know where things are. I know where some things are, but people ask me, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, that's not important to me. I've never been there.
Yes. Who cares?
Yeah. Say, I don't know, man. Even when people like, even when the Earth, the whole flat Earth, round Earth, like, I don't care, bro. I've never been around. I hardly go out of Brooklyn. Like, what do I care about?
So you're saying you don't give a fuck at all if you found out the Earth was flat?
No, I wouldn't even be surprised. I don't care, bro.
I asked
a fucking octagon, a trapezoid. I don't give a fuck what shape it is, bro. We could be in a fucking unlimited plane that doesn't even that wraps around the. I don't know where the fuck we're on. I've never been to space. All I know is that everything I see on fucking TV is fake. That's all I know. So what I see, what I know is the only shit that I experience is what I know. Anything outside of my own experience, I don't know. It's just a story to me. I can tell you things that I might think, they're my opinions, but everything you read and you think you know is just a fucking story that you believe that somebody else told.
So here's the question. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I always say history goes to the winner. But here's the question. I asked this to Brian. Brian, before I even go on, give me a shimmy, man. We didn't get the shimmy this week. Here's the question. I asked this to Brian. You wake up tomorrow, right? There's a hole in the glass ceiling. You wake up, the news is all over this. And you go outside, you see it. There's a hole in the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Are you going to the other side? Are you going to go out to see what's on the other side of that glass ceiling? Or are you going to stay
like you're talking like a physical glass? Yeah,
because they talk about
a ladder for me to go in.
Because the earth, the flat earthers, the theory is that
I don't know the full theory. What is
it's like we're in a sphere. It's a round top, and they talk about like the glass ceiling, which is that it's an actual ceiling. It's like a globe that we're in. Yeah. And then you see, like, I watched King Kong versus Godzilla. The first thing King Kong does is throw a spear through the glass ceiling. It breaks the ceiling.
And then what happens when it breaks?
You see all this mechanical shit behind it. Yeah, see right there. See the picture you put up on the right?
Listen, so we're in a snow globe.
Basically.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
But the question now is, now they build a stairway to it, because people are curious people. A bunch of people are going to want to go see what's on the other side of that hole.
Yeah.
Would you be one of those people? Are you going to the other side?
I'm fucking going, bro. I'm not scared. Oh, yeah. Fucking go. Listen, you ever heard of Admiral Byrd? I'll go fuck yeah. No, I won't go first. I'll throw somebody in. See how they
I said I would go.
You'd go first?
Brian's a stay behind.
I'm good.
You wouldn't go at all?
No, I mean not immediately. Like I'm
he'll go when it becomes.
Are you afraid to find out things that are so out of this world? Are you ready to handle something? Like, have you come to that acceptance that everything that you might know is a lie?
So
everything.
I was thinking about this the other night at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
How high were you?
I wasn't high.
Okay.
He's recovering.
Oh, okay. Good. That's cool.
Quitter.
So I was coming. It was actually last night. I was driving back home from dinner, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was listening to a podcast, like a kind of conspiracy-oriented podcast, and I thought to myself, I was like, I could be one of those people who goes really, 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 really deep into conspiracy theories, like a complete whack job. Like cabin in the woods, like, reading deep shit on the internet and like, telling everyone I know about it. If one or two things snaps in my life, that's the direction I'm headed.
There's nothing wrong with that. Here's my thing. I am one of those people, but I'll tell you what, I'm not attached to any beliefs that I have. They're just opinions.
You're like me. If you find out any of them are real, you'll be like, oh, okay, that one was real.
I'll be like, that makes sense. And if I find out they're fake, I'm like, all right, then I didn't know. Because I think people get attached and they want to be right. People want to be right. Because here's what happens. There's something called cognitive dissonance, right? And this is actually a function of the human brain. Your intelligence, human intelligence, when you find an identity, your intelligence is going to work to protect that identity. So what happens is anything that comes into your brain and your mind that kind of distorts or breaks the foundation of what you believe, it actually disturbs you in a way where you get violent, angry, and mad. And this is called cognitive dissonance. Like it's an actual thing. And this
well,
is
I don't think you made that word up, dude. I don't think.
No, I could not have made that up. I don't know how to spell it. I don't even, but it's a word. It's actually 2 words.
It's actually 2, but that's okay. Listen, you saying it, I'm absorbing it, dog. You know, I believe the shit that spews out of your fucking mouth.
Well, listen, that's the thing with all these cognitive. Oh, let me see what we got up over.
Sorry.
So a lot of people, they get that's why they get upset when you start talking to them, because your brain is actually your mind is very smart to figure things out. If it's given enough information, that information, the intelligence built into us, is going to start making sense of things, and the logical things come out. And now if those logical things start making sense, but it goes against what your identity, how you identify, you start getting annoyed.
Yeah.
Look, there you go.
Well, Brian, have you ever done DMT?
I have not. That's probably the one thing I haven't. But I mean,
you have though, Tristan, right?
Well, I've done ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Damn, really?
Which is
basically 8 hours of DMT. It's DMT slowed down.
It is a journey, and I think everybody. Here's the deal.
I know what you're gonna say. You want to share it with everybody. That's the first thing right off the bat.
Yeah, because it's such a mind-opening experience. Meaning that you experienced you got a little taste of another dimension of what you can actually attain outside of doing drugs. Like these things, and this is taught in Vedic philosophy, Vedic science. A lot of ancient cultures know these things. And
what is Vedic? Knowledge me.
Eastern India. In India, it's their philosophy. Like ancient Indian culture is Vedic. Vedic. So yoga, you can attain these things through certain practices. They're very scientific. Not the white girl yoga from the United States. Not that yoga. It's real deal, real yoga.
Nah.
So there's real.
Not the yoga that Sven is doing when he's like, ladies.
No, because you have these people that they go on.
Let's start with the downward dog.
They go to these
downward
trips,
doggy, ladies.
Yeah. They'll
ass
go
up, face down. Yeah. I don't even know what that is. It's just a character. I don't know.
Listen, but they'll go spend a week in India, right? And they'll become enlightened, and then they think they could teach it now. When you can't, this is stuff you can't just teach this. This has to be a life. You have to know it to a level that's beyond like regular, comprehension to really teach. Like there's science behind it that's been around for 5,000 years. Listen, let me tell you something. Within the last 100 years, all the technology that we have has been influenced by Vedic science. Now, if you track back all the scientists, even back to Tesla, that he's used words. He was influenced by this guy Vivekananda. He was a yogi that came in the early 1900s. He made his way to America and he was teaching yogic sciences. Now to me, it's like, yeah, you could say that shit's all bullshit, but look at what Tesla, all the things that he has created and he pushed forward. Now, I'm going to listen to someone like that. I'm not going to listen to all the naysayers. This guy has brought a lot of things, and he has used these terms, Vedic terms, for energy, like prana, in some of his work. So he was put on to some of this, and he talks about, sometimes he talks about these. He has talked about these things, but for people that don't believe in these things, it's like, listen, you could be the naysayer all you want, man, but what the fuck did you create? Show me your 300 patents. You show me some things that you invented, then maybe I'll start believing you.
I once created a pet straw.
A pet straw?
Yeah, I put googly eyes on it and some fucking. But yo, let me pull back for a second. Yo, first of all, Brian.
My bad. I go on a tangent.
No, dude, Brian, you see why I fuck with this dude, right?
Fantastic.
Brian, do you agree with me? This motherfucker's gonna get a Joe Rogan status with the shit that's coming out of his mouth. He's actually dropped. This is like the first time that this show has ever really been intelligent. We say some intelligent shit,
I am not intelligent.
But
I am not intelligent by any means.
But just to take it back real quick to what we were saying, The one thing that I was telling this to Brian one time, that people who do DMT, when they say they had a bad trip or they didn't like it, the problem that made it bad for them was the fact that they didn't know how to deal with the fact that they came to the conclusion that everything is bullshit.
Well, everything that they learned,
everything is bullshit. All the shit that we get involved in out here in this world, the hustling, all that shit is bullshit. Right. You learn that it's bullshit, and they don't know how to deal with it because they feel overwhelmed of, if everything is bullshit, then why am I even doing this? Why am I doing that? Why should I do this? Yeah. Because, motherfucker, this is the society we're in. This is the reality that we're in. But once you realize it's all bullshit, then you're able to deal with the society more. You're able to deal with shit better because it doesn't get to you, because you say to yourself, at the end of the day, this shit is bullshit. But that's getting back to what you said.
Kind of guy. Like I always used to want to be right, and I knew I was right. I was always like, I know I did my research. I'm right, and that's how people get so angry. And it's like, bro, you did your research, but you're reading other people's research. You didn't do them. It's not your experience. Mm-hmm. So you could have an opinion. That's your opinion, right? On the research you did, it's just going to be an opinion. It's going to be a story that you read. Even because look at this. Even scientists in the last. You know how much ego goes into a scientist and their research, and for them to get paid, bro. You got to follow the money too, is because they want their research that they do has to come out a certain way, or they don't get paid.
Or they don't get paid, and that's the shit. I saw this documentary on Netflix. I do not remember the name, but the whole shit is talking about how science now, a lot of that shit is just bullshit, because when they go back. And what is it called? Is it a thesis? What is it called when they come up with the scientific
hypothesis?
Hypothesis. When they go back to recreate what they just claimed to be science and factual, they have not been able to recreate it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and they're saying, just like you said, it's a thing of, one, they're not paying no one to go back and check on this shit.
Yeah. Listen, science has become a religion, especially. People like Neil deGrasse type, I don't like to judge people. I don't like to say anything bad about anybody, but I'll have my opinions with things, certain things people say. It's like, because he has said on a public domain, when he's questioned, right, and he doesn't know how to answer a question or something, he's like, well, it's science. You can't question science. No.
Science is. That's
exactly what science is the idea to question everything. And to be a scientist, you have to be willing and you should want to be proven wrong, because you should want all the minds in the world to be able to try to prove you wrong. Because if nobody can, then that doesn't even mean you're right. That just means for this time, that hypothesis stands because nobody could prove it wrong, but somebody could come along later on and prove it.
And that's the thing. The guy was saying, that for science to be pure science, you have to have someone putting in money for people just to check on the stuff that they're saying is fact. But no one's going to do that. So therefore, science now goes unchecked. There's no one going behind it because there's no money backing, checking out this stuff.
Listen,
you come out, it's like you said, I'm paying you to find out something. I want you to make it that's what it is. Yeah. They make it that's what it is. They're not going back.
They don't even tell you. It's just that it's known that they're trying to, they want it to go in a certain direction, but as a scientist, if it doesn't go in that direction, guess what? You're going to get cut, and maybe they're going to hire a different scientist. And then there's a lot of scientists that just want to get their name out there and get their name on things too.
Yeah, the other thing too is like a lot of research schools, like universities and stuff like that, where they do a lot of this research, is all funded by the federal government too, and different agencies like that.
Yes.
But I follow this one this author. His name's Graham Hancock. He's written a bunch of books about archaeology and like the one I'm reading now is focused on when humans in Homo sapien form were first alive. And they like label this guy as like a pseudoscientist and stuff like that, but he's just basing it and giving another perspective on the archaeological stuff.
Yeah, the stuff and yes, that's a thing that they'll do real quick and label you as pseudoscience. It's frustrating. It's so annoying. They even do this guy Shiva, Dr. Shiva. He's a good guy. Shiva Ayadura.
You know he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's well. By the way
he's a good guy.
I
He's
don't
got
know he's a
some
good guy.
interesting
Actually,
shit to
I
talk
don't know what he
about.
does at home.
That's what I'm saying, man. You don't
But
know
what
if
he
he's a
says,
good guy.
but the things he says, he talks about the immune system, and even when this whole COVID thing going down, right? He was one of the first, and he was running for Senate or something like that, and he was one of the ones that were telling people this guy invented email. He invented the email system. This guy is a real deal. He went to MIT. He's a bioengineer, fucking MIT scientist. This guy knows his shit, and they're saying he's pseudoscience. He's real science. Like he created email in the fucking in 78 or 79.
Yeah, one of the few things that the porn industry didn't create.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but this guy,
because it didn't have pictures.
And they try to blackball this guy and get him, it's the shit that they do.
I mean, that's the thing too that gets me, is that people say, oh, you don't listen to the doctors, you don't listen to science. But what they really mean to say is you don't listen to the ones I want you to listen to. Yeah. Because every time they say there's a doctor who says, COVID is whatever, I'll say this doctor says it isn't. Yeah. This doctor says the math don't work. This doctor says it does. That's the thing that gets me, even when it comes to like law and they bring in these experts. Yeah, both sides have an expert.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck is that? Isn't that reasonable doubt alone? Yeah. Doesn't that raise reasonable doubt alone? The fact that two experts can't agree on what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is...
Well, isn't there's that saying, right? There's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth.
There's three sides. There's his, hers, and the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's the kicker, is even the truth. The truth can be skewed based on your perception of how you view the world. So you could be looking at, two people could be looking at the same thing, and one person look at a note, like for a visual example, right? If you look at a 6 on the floor, and I'm arguing with somebody across from me that it's a 6, he's going to be like, not at a 9. What's the truth? Is it a 6 or a 9?
Oh, so you think math is racist too?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I've just been thinking about this whole podcast so far, and all I'm thinking is podcast has been way too smart for me.
This isn't. Listen, this is not. I am not.
This is way too educated for
I never try to come off as smart.
No,
not intelligent. Dude. I don't even think I'm an idiot. Here's why.
I agree with that, man.
I'm going to tell you. I'm aware.
You wore a tank top to my show.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Musclehead. Used to be a musclehead. This dude used to be a musclehead.
You still look like you're in pretty good shape.
I look like I used to be. I look like I used to work out.
He's got what we call it's the remnants. I
can still hit my 50 push-ups.
Puerto Ricans keep good remnants of the fact they used to work out. You're not Puerto Rican. You're Italian.
No, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm a mutt.
What are you?
Italian, Irish, Jamaican, Portuguese.
That's Puerto Rican.
That is basically Puerto Rican. When you swish those together in a pot, that's what you're
I fucking love you, Tristan. Yo, Brian, this is the dude that, like I said, man, a lot of this shit, I hang out with this dude and I learn shit. I'm going to watch this shit over and I'm going to learn shit, man. Dude, you're going to blow me up like Joe Rogan. You keep talking the way you talk,
I don't listen. I don't know anything. I can tell you the things that I read, and I could give you a path, right? I could show you the things, because I'm not the type. I do it. Sometimes I do an unhealthy amount of reading. It's unhealthy. I don't watch TV. I don't even know I haven't watched like any of the big shows that people talk about. Like name any
Game of Thrones.
Never saw it.
Really? Because I'm so caught up in this shit right now.
Are you really?
I'm so caught up in this shit right now. Shit is going down right now.
For real?
Shit is going down right now, dude.
You watch that?
Oh my God, they just snatched up Cersei.
I don't watch any of it, bro. I get nothing out of these
The religious fanatics just snatched up Cersei.
If I'm not learning something,
shit is getting good.
It's garbage, bro. It's all garbage.
I know, dude. I know.
I like to learn stuff.
Listen, I like junk food every now and then.
Yeah, I get it.
You eat sweets. I watch Game of Thrones.
But that's what this is, man. When you watch these shows, that's junk food for your mind.
Well, no, dude. I was telling Brian, man. The whole TV shit, the whole entertainment shit on TV. And don't get me wrong, some people in it to entertain, but the thing is, it's more of a weapon being used against us to keep us home, to keep us, to train our brains into what's right and what's wrong, and to be desensitized to certain shit. I know it's garbage. I
I
know
could
it's
play-
garbage,
We
dude.
could
I
play
know it's
devil's
garbage.
advocate, right? Listen, we could play devil's advocate, right? You could be one of those, because I used to be one of those, I hate the government, this and that. And it's like, now it's like, after seeing how stupid people are, I'm like, you know what? Some people do need to be controlled because they're fucking stupid. There's a lot of stupid people out there that don't deserve the technology that's out right now. First of all, it's being used. Technology is a double sword. And let me tell you, technology is something I could actually speak on. I know I don't look at, but that's actually what I do for a living. I'm in tech. So that,
and I
I've been in
introduced him as a
tech for-
comedian.
I'm nothing now.
Nah, but dude, here's what I say. Like, you're like me. I don't know anything, but what I know, I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything, but the shit I know, I know.
Right.
You know, and I have no problem being wrong. Prove me wrong.
I love being wrong, man. Tell
Because
me I'm wrong.
then
I
that
love to be
educates
wrong.
me to know shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I love being wrong. Listen, tell me I'm wrong. That's something. That means I can learn
You're
something.
wrong.
Did
you just pop a woody?
Just tell me how. Just tell me why I'm wrong and lead me to the way. I want to know. Then show me. Give me information. I don't
That's
mind.
it, right?
Just
Right?
show me it.
It's
Like,
so
it's
crazy because I
interesting
used to think I was a bad student. You know what I'm saying? And I'm realizing I only had bad teachers. Because the truth is, I love to learn.
Yeah.
I love when I learn something new. You know what I'm saying?
Tickles,
So it's
tickles
like,
your brain.
yeah, man, and my left nut, but only the left one.
Yeah.
That's why it
Depends-
stays
depends what you're
tighter to my
learning.
body because it's closer to my brain. What do you guys think about Bill Cosby getting out?
Well, listen,
Let's
he's out.
hear it.
I just heard somebody. I just heard that because I didn't read the story. I didn't know
Did he
why
get out yet?
He got out on a technicality, though.
Yes.
Right. So that doesn't mean he didn't do what he did. So
here's the thing, man.
Sex conviction overturned. Right.
Yeah, on technicality. They could still try him again, though, if I'm correct, right?
Yo,
he's looking good, dog.
How old is he?
Yo, dude, he came out of prison looking better than when he went in.
Oh, he's 83?
He's a good 83, man.
I think he's older than 83.
I just saw the number 83.
He looked better than Gilbert Gottfried, and Gilbert Gottfried's only in his 60s.
Yo, you're right, actually.
You know, I got to see I got to see his last show in New York City, right before the whole shit hit the fan.
Oh, Bill Cosby?
Yep.
It had to be. He had to be great. Was he?
He was great, dude. Listen, you
He's a
think he
great
did it?
storyteller.
You think he did it? You think he's
dude.
think he sneakily drugged women?
I think it's a gray area, man. It's hard because listen, for me, I got no fighting to get. I'm not here to say who's guilty, who's not. I wasn't there. I don't know.
There.
But I would tell you that there's very gray areas when you're partying with people. Like, listen, if there's a difference between going up to a girl, yoking her, and taking her back somewhere. That's a different thing than having the girl.
Ryan was in
party
a
and doing
fraternity.
something.
He knows about that shit.
Yeah, all that shit is bad. Like, there's no justifying anything, obviously.
Listen, man, I'm just saying, man, I kind of think like
there's definitely fucking gray areas where
I think the dude is a slime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a wife. He was fucking mad chicks. I think there's no doubt he's a slime. I think he promised a lot of things that he didn't stay true to. I think he got high with these women and gave them drugs. Do I think he walked up to them with like a thing on his face? With a smoking glass? Drink this.
So, okay, so
and they drank it and
he was,
passed out.
Do you think he was dropping it in? Or
No,
you think
no,
it was like partying?
There's a
like,
bunch of them that said, first of all, I've heard a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them that said, he gave me these pills.
Okay.
What the fuck? Did it say Tylenol?
That's a little gray. Because am I going to take something? Like, at least, listen, Gary, I love you. But listen, if we're hanging out and you're like, yo, it's just me and you. And you're like, yo, here's some pills. I'm going to be like, yo, what are these, bro? And I'm like, yo, I don't know.
He was giving people Quaaludes at one point.
They used to pop those shits in the 70s. Like,
wasn't
candy,
that like
man.
that
was the normal shit. And I'm not saying he's not slime. I'm not saying he's not a slimy dude. He's a slimy dude. I wouldn't hang with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he didn't give them the drugs so that they'd be more willing to do things they probably wouldn't do. But motherfucker, ain't you buying drinks for that lady for the same reason?
Yeah.
If drinks didn't get a chick,
right? Would you be buying
if drinks didn't get a chick to give in, and be horny and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck this dude. Would you be buying him drinks? See, I don't buy women drinks, ladies, just so you know. Yeah. I don't buy you drinks. Buy me a fucking drink. I'm the one that's gonna do most of the motherfucking work anyhow. I'm just fucking with you. But I'm saying, like, dudes go to bars every night. They ply women with alcohol. And as long as they're getting drunk too, it's okay.
Yeah. But at what point?
I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's not a slime. I'm just saying, is he because if that's rape, which, you know, I guess, you know, giving a woman, if your intention is to get her drunk on anything, high on anything, to have sex with her, then I guess in the case that would all be rape. Right. Start locking these motherfuckers up. They're not hard to find. Go to any bar. You know, I'm sorry, dudes.
Listen, it is disgusting even having, because I've stopped dudes from looked like they were dragging girls into the car drunk, and I'm like, yo, and you'd see, you know, their girlfriends, like, it happened, the most recent one maybe like 2 years ago. I was hanging out in the city a year, 2 years ago, when I was in the city, Lower East Side. This guy was dragging this girl. She was sloppily drunk, right? And I just caught wind of like something that he said, so it made it sound like he didn't really know her. So I started looking around, and then I heard a girl talking about, yo, where's whatever, and she said her name. I'm like, bro, I'm like, yo, where's you? I was like, yo, is that your girl? He's like, no, it's all right. It's all right. I'm like, no, it's not all right. I'm like, she's falling over the floor, and you're trying to get her in a cab. Is that all right? And then her friends came out, and they fucking took her. And that, it's that type of thing. It's a fucking creepy shit to have that type of intention. It's like, first of all, that's not even fun. You're bringing home a girl. It's fucking.
Never understood. Brian, could you please give me some sort of understanding on where the fun is? Not that you've ever done it. Listen, people, I'm not saying he's ever done it. He was in a fraternity. So I know he knows some roofie motherfuckers out there. So have they ever told you what the joy?
That's the creepiest thing, man.
What is the joy of having sex with a woman that's knocked the fuck out?
So
have any of your friends ever explained it to you? Because I'm not saying you've done it. Knowing you, I don't get that vibe.
Yeah, usually if I'm partying, I'm the most fucked up in the room for sure.
Yeah.
So I can't really speak on that. No, I don't know anybody. I'm not sure I know anybody who's raped somebody before.
Yeah, I mean, those are the. I mean, like I said earlier, kids.
I'm sorry if I don't believe you. But that's that frat brother shit. You ain't gonna. I'll give you that. I'm not ratting on my boy shit. He was in a fraternity. He told me he didn't even see dicks. I'm like, you saw dicks. He was in a fraternity. That's part of the program. You know what I'm saying? It's Greek shit. Greeks like dicks, man. Come on, cut that shit out. You look a little Greek too sometimes. If you wasn't Italian, I'd be like, you Greek. You know what I'm saying? You got that thick Greek hair.
Yeah, you can pass. Well, what are you? You said Italian.
He's Italian. Yeah, his chest gives it away.
There you go.
He's got the Italian hair. He got the Italian patch.
Yo, chicks dig that. Yo, chicks dig that. I don't, that's the thing, man. Yo, everybody has a thing, and everything. There's a fetish for everything. That's why I don't understand people that aren't confident.
What's your fetish?
My fetish? I don't know if I have any weird fetishes, man.
You're just weird all over. I'm just weird all over. I'm weird all over.
You like the chicks with dicks. I mean, I'm not, that's.
I'm weird all over, man. I've never.
Is that offensive to say? Like, can we say that?
It's probably offensive. You probably just destroyed my career that I've never had. Bad, so what do I care, dude? I'm drinking, I'm smoking weed. What the fuck do I care? You know what I'm saying? You can't cancel a motherfucker that don't care. Because the only people that can even give me the time of day are the motherfuckers that don't care. And those are the motherfuckers I'm fucking with.
I feel you on that.
I just said motherfucker like 12 times. What are you drinking on? You fancy. You drinking like wine or some shit, right?
It's fucking berry juice, okay?
You're so fucking healthy. Yeah, I say you healthy. Brian's a healthy motherfucker too. What are you doing over there, Brian? I'm not that nibbling on that kale.
I just had some ice cream a little bit ago before we started.
Oh, you found a new ice cream place?
Yeah.
Did they make you pay with credit card?
I found 3 good ice cream shops down here so far.
Vegan ice cream or regular ice cream?
Regular ice cream.
Tristan.
I mean, I'm sure they have some vegan. Oh yeah, you know what? My girl got some vegan ice cream at a place.
Yeah, that's really good.
What the fuck? Vegan ice cream? It's not ice cream.
It is ice cream. There's plenty of freaking. You can still make.
It's almond-based
Isn't it more of a
frozen
sherbet?
dessert.
There you go. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I didn't even know almonds had tits. How the fuck do they get milk out of almonds?
Bro,
Yo,
they can get milk out of
Tristan,
anything, bro. You could fucking
you
make
could
anything with
fucking
milk.
milk. I once milked my cat.
You
Yo,
can make everything.
Tristan,
Yeah.
real quick. That night when you saw that shit with that chick, right? You was in the city like 2 years ago. Was that the same night that you held open the door for that dude when he said, "Yo, get the door, man"? Is that the same? Is that the same night?
Happen, bro.
Yo, Brian,
happen,
one night I was chilling with this dude at the Grizzly Pear. Me, him, and a bunch of other comics. You know, Big Up to all the people who remember the story, but he's standing by the door, you know what I'm saying? And some white dude walk up to me, he's like, "Yo, get the door." And this motherfucker just opened the door for him and let him walk in with his ladies. And
I don't know, man. Listen, I don't remember that
closed
version
the
of the
door,
story.
we were like, "Yo, dude, you
There's
just
a
let
couple
that
of people
dude."
that they say that's the version that happened. Like we've been saying, man. There's two sides to every story.
Yeah, let's hear your side. What's
Let's
your
hear
side?
your side.
We'll let the people decide.
What impulse did you get to open the door for this man?
Here's my
Because if I
side.
remember correctly, he was being a dick before he even went into the place. We were
He
both looking at him.
He had like two girls with him.
Yeah, two girls. Me and you were looking at him like, "Look at this dick."
Here's what I remember. I remember.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
He said something to me. I don't even remember. I don't know what he said. I don't remember what
we were drinking. We were drinking.
And then I looked to you guys like in a way is like, what's going on? And
I looked to see what you would do. I was like,
and no, meaning like, is this guy serious? Like, is it like if you guys knew him? Like I thought maybe you guys knew him. I turned back and then the door was already opened by the bouncer that stays there, Ian.
Oh, so your claim is you didn't even open the door.
No, I didn't open the door.
Oh man,
but that's fine.
Tristan,
listen, if that's
man, you're making it hard to believe all the other things you just told me. Now I'm gonna have to watch this shit, go back and fact check everything.
Listen, you were there. That was your version. You know, this is your universe too, man. Maybe
I'm not alone in this, dude. Version. I'm not alone, man. You know this already. I'm not alone in this, man.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. We'll see.
Right, I'm not saying, listen, I don't even know why I bought that. I'm not trying to say you a punk or anything like that. I know you're not. You know, I just think he punked you on the sly. I feel like we were drinking, we were smoking a joint outside. You know, I just want you to man up.
I wasn't ready for it. I don't recall opening the door. That's all I'm saying, man.
I could see if he would throw you if I've been in situations.
Me off and open the door,
yeah.
I don't recall opening the door. I remember Ian coming out. I remember Ian opening the door.
Were you a fat kid?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Go ahead. What would that?
Nah. I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, because I know that when you was a teen and like in your 20s, you was all.
Yeah.
You know, I seen the pictures.
I was skinny though. I was small. I was like.
I seen your chest. Yeah, at first you was a little Flacco. I was
like 130 pounds in high school.
Right, Flacco. That's what they say to you, Flacco. Did they call you Flacco?
Nah, not really.
No, because you was Italian.
I got both ends.
Every friend's mother was like, manja. Tristan,
there was times I got bullied, but I also bullied. I was I
know you was a bully.
Nah, not like a bad, like, you know. I was a dick. I could be a dick sometimes.
You ain't gotta convince me, dude. But I love you. You ain't gotta convince me. Brian,
but that's all
have you ever been bullied, Brian?
Yeah, definitely. When I was a kid.
Did you have like a bully?
No, like someone who would just like pick on me. No, I mean,
like a person that was
you
your
had like
bully.
A bully, like what?
Like that's your bully.
Like a neighborhood bully?
Yeah,
your bully. Even if he didn't bully the rest of the neighborhood, but he bullied you.
Oh, yeah, I never experienced that.
Did you ever do that to anyone, Tristan?
No.
You never did that to no one. I feel like you did. I feel like you had one that was your favorite. I feel like you had a favorite.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember.
I had a bully.
They remember. They definitely remember.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I've been hung out a window before by some.
By your hands or your feet?
By my fucking shirt. He fucking threw me out. He put me right out the window. It's one of our friends, and fucking, you know, because I was a lot smaller, right? So, you know, he'd get smart and whatnot, and I would still be smart back. And then
oh yeah, I never shut up.
Yeah, so I was one of those. I was very, you know, I always had the mouth. I could come back at you and make you be the one that would swing or get angry because I had the smart remarks. But dude took me real quick. I wasn't expecting it, but I was close to the window. So I don't even know how he got me out the window, to be honest, because
you
grabbed me. He grabbed me, and like next thing I know, I'm hanging out the window, and I'm hanging on. I'm like, bro, fuck you doing? And then he brings me back in. And, you know, I was probably 13. I think I'm sure I cried. And I think I even swung at him, but that didn't matter at that time because I was swinging and crying. So when you're swinging and crying at the same time, does it even matter?
You ever do that shit where you crying and you're like, I'm not crying, I'm just mad.
Yeah.
I'm angry. When I get angry, tears come out.
That's probably what I did at that time. But I was like 5'3", like 98 pounds at that time.
I once got bullied out of $1 by a kid that wound up becoming my friend, and I'm pissed that even to this day I'm kind of pissed I let him get me for that $1. I don't know what made me so.
What year was this?
I was probably like 10, like 2 weeks ago. Nah, man, I don't get bullied no more. I don't. That's one thing. Like I don't like bullies, man. I don't. That's why I'm against.
Listen, I've got robbed. I've been robbed before. And that's the thing is I've been on both sides of that. And, a long time ago, the past life.
Oh yeah, I've actually never robbed an individual, like straight up dug their pockets and robbed the person. I did a lot of car radios.
Yeah, that
was our thing, dude. We
what?
steal radios all the time.
If I saw you coming down the street, I'd be like, this guy's looking for radios. I feel like you fit that description.
Dude, I used to do some. I was actually like the weakest one out of everybody.
Which ones were the easiest? I've had my radios stolen. Which one do you go after? Hondas? Or just anybody with a face?
I don't want to take away from how ill the people I roll with taking radios. Like I had dudes that I roll with that could take any radio. Me, I would only take shit that was in. Remember the Benzie boxes?
Yeah. You pull them out.
You could pull them out.
You used to have you take that shit with you.
Yeah, so you could take it with you. That's when I got into the game because my attitude was that radio's supposed to be with you. And there'd be people that would just leave it right in there.
Yeah.
Those are the radios. And most people would take it out and put it underneath.
How much would you get for those?
Well, we got to a point where we used to do I didn't, but we used to, my boys and everybody.
Obviously,
we would pull it. I did radios, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't do as many. Like, I don't want to take away from how ill my boys used to do. Like, there was this one kid, he'd do 10 a day.
Yeah.
And this is when people would pay good money for a radio, like the blow pump from the Mercedes. If you got one of those, straight $100. If you got like an Iowa full face,
you do
ones where the face came down. What happened?
Do a few of those a day.
You seem pretty.
Yeah. He would do like 10 a day. Yo, I was more of like I was like a 3 a week kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I would get like I put my work in. Bills. I put my work in, but I wasn't. But I was a hustler. I liked hustling weed. I didn't like robbing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't like what came with it because like a lot of times we got chased.
Yeah.
Every time I got chased on foot. I never got caught. I always got away. But like my boys would get chased and they'd be on bikes, but there would only be one dude on bikes. So the other dude would jump on the handlebars and they'd be fucking jetting, dude. But like, I would only take the ones that were like, cause they would take them out and they put them under their seat.
Yeah.
And then, so it came to a point, you look through the front. If you don't see it inside, you look under.
What would you guys would smash a window or like?
Yeah. We called it koofing.
Yeah.
You koof the wind, cause that's the sound it would make. When you take like two little pebbles and just, and it would stay standing.
Yeah. I remember back
so
in
you'd
the
be
day
able to do that shit.
Where my boy, a little spark plug. You would use a piece of a spark plug that would fucking.
Well, they started getting kind of good with the automatic hole punches.
Oh yeah.
You push it
against the window. Push it in and pop.
You just push it and it pops. But those windows usually came down, which. I mean, both things, like if you were doing a radio with like a lot of people around, which we would do sometimes because it would be in the box, all you have to do is pull it out, but it'd be in the city at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you take the opportunity as they come. And like there'd be people around. So when you use the pebbles, what it would do is it would make a sound. That's why we called it koofing. It would be like, that's all you'd hear. It wasn't like a shatter. And the window would stay standing. Yeah, you look around a little bit, wait for a little opening, walk by it. One person will coof it and keep walking. Then the next person come behind him and dive in, snatch the radio,
there you go. That's pretty
and
slick.
You out. But if the window would fall, it would make more of a noise and draw attention. And they both have their pluses. One, if it stood, it didn't draw attention. But now the person diving in the window would have to dive through the window, so they will come up with cuts and shit like that. But we had a point where there was this TV repair place in the city.
Oh yeah, you guys had a guy.
Yeah, and they would pick up
Yeah.
10 every Friday. They pick up 10 and they give us $1,000.
Yeah,
So
my boys,
every group of two, we had groups of two. So every groups of two will show up with 10. That's not even that's the pool. That's not including what they did on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The ones they did on their own, that's theirs. But the ones
My
you do
boys
together.
used to, see, it was, listen, I gotta say, it was fun it was fun the way I grew up. It was crazy because I would be hanging out with my boys, and the next thing I know is we're bum rushing a store and I'm like, it was not planned. It's like
it just happened.
Yeah.
I remember I once said to my boy
premeditated.
Mark the Rat. I said to my boy Mark the Rat, I was like, because I grew up in Ravenswood. Ravenswood was only like 4 blocks, you know what I'm saying? And I remember saying to my boy Mark the Rat, like, I don't remember it being bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember the name.
You were the bad.
And he said, dude, we were the ones who made it bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. We were the ones who made it bad. You know, the truth is, I was one of the good kids.
You ever go to, listen, you go to,
I wasn't lighting it up. I don't want to claim that I was like a gangster lighting it up. I'm a gangster because I ran with gangsters and was able to chill. And I put in my little bit of work here and there to be able to run with them. You know what I'm saying? But I know like some real killers. I'm not a killer, nothing like that.
Like man. my friends are 10, like I'm nothing. Like a lot of my friends are, they're insane. I love them. But
I know you love them because I once heard you having a conversation asking a dude how his pecs were.
Let me tell you about, listen, this is the same dude.
Dude, I'm standing out, Brian, I'm standing outside the Grizzly Pear, right? I'm smoking a cigarette. I look over to the right and he's FaceTiming some dude that just got out of prison, right? And he's talking to him like, yeah, it's been a while. He's like, yo, your pecs are looking good. Look at them shits, man.
We used to work out together.
He's like, make them jump. Can you still make them jump? I'm like, yo.
We used to work out together. Listen, but look, you ever been to like Staples or any office store? And you know how
I'm not judging you, brother. I still love you.
It's all good, bro.
You can love another man's pecs.
You got nice pecs. I'm going to tell you, got nice pecs. There's nothing wrong with that.
You're not going to see my pecs.
You're getting titties. You said anyway.
I'm going to get titties.
Do it.
I need followers, dude.
Look, let me tell you real quick. I wanted to say this. You ever go to the stores? Because my friends are responsible for this. That I know of. I'm actually, should I even say my friends? People I know or heard of in the neighborhood, whatever the case may be. You ever been to like Staples?
2-year-old, there's a statute of limitations.
You ever go to the ink cartridge aisles?
No.
Yeah, well, they're all locked up now. They're all the ink cartridges are locked up. But there used to be a time where they weren't locked up. And my boys would go, right? They would go fill up, they would go get a box, like a chair box or a big box. Those chairs cost like $30, $40. They would fill it with printer ink and walk out, spend $30, walk out with the box. And those cartridges, they would sell for like $30 each. And they would fill a box up and get like $1,000 a box.
We're hustling ink cartridges.
They would, listen to me. They would go state.
That's a hustle. I never. What does that carry? What's the penalty?
They would be making 5, 10, 15 grand a week going state to state. Bro, they were cleaning these stores out. And that's why they lock them up now. They started locking them up. They would clear these things out. State to state. They were going fucking missions. Fucking 3, 4 states.
I'm looking at Brian right now. Brian's like,
bro, every Staples.
And here's the thing,
like, in a fucking 300-mile radius was fucking empty.
Did they have a name? Like the fucking
but I won't even say
ink bandits. And the thing is, that's a safe hustle. Because that's not even grand larceny until you look at the whole. Each one, I'd be like, yo, try me separately for each case. I'd have a bunch of
Listen, they got caught quite a few times because they get greedy.
And what was the penalty?
They would get caught with fucking like 10 grand worth of shit in their fucking, and they had
but that's possession of stolen
a couple of my
property.
friends did years because of shit like that.
Because the ink cartridges. Yo, what you in here for, son? Ink cartridges, son.
Ink cartridges, but then they'd have other shit on them.
I was hustling ink cartridges.
Yeah. Well, and there was other things.
And I had a couple of couch pillows that didn't belong to me.
Hey, listen, whatever.
Yo, my boy's son, we used to roll up in Sears, snatch up the fucking pillows, the fucking, we put them under our shirts.
Ralph Lauren.
We go in there with our
used to do that
bitches.
too.
We go in there with our bitches. We have them take the pillows on the couches and put them under their
Boosting.
shirts. We walk out, all our bitches was pregnant. Son, yo, son, we was hustling. We was known as the Pillow Kings.
Yo, my boy, yo, they would get crazy with that shit, man. That's the thing is, man, it would happen when I'm not even aware of things.
Motherfuckers will steal anything. Yeah. People will steal anything.
Listen, man, it was
cracking in my neighborhood, Doc. He'd be like, yo, a former Austin Library employee is accused of stealing 1.3 million.
Yo, I might know that guy.
Holy shit, that's your boy. You don't even have to name him, son.
Yo,
he's there.
What age?
Said Wilson had
shit's
access
expensive, bro.
to 10 library credit cards.
You didn't know about that.
At least 18,000. Homeboy put 18,000 on credit cards, dude.
Didn't know about that hustle, huh? Look at that.
Dude,
I'm trying to find out how old this person was. If it was a male or a female.
They never say his name?
No, they haven't said it yet in the article.
That's funny.
People nowadays, man, I'm doing articles filled with information.
Might be my boy.
It's probably your boy, son. Yo, Tristan, man, I want to thank you for coming on. I definitely want to have you on again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, anytime, bro. I
keep getting your knowledge on this show, man. I might get some followers. I'm sure people will say they want you back.
We could do a data dump, bro. Any day you want to go deep into conspiracies, let's fucking do it.
Oh yeah, we haven't even touched
the fucking surface, bro.
Brian, you got anything you want to share before we sign off, man?
Yeah,
you were a little quiet today, man.
I got a dog.
My bad. I talk a lot, though.
Oh, that's your dog? Well, you're the guest today, man. You're the guest. I'm always going to get my talking because, look at the doggy. What's the name, Brian?
His name is Boots.
Is he a new, like you just got him or?
Yeah, we rescued him.
Oh,
you cute. Rescued him. Was he on the edge of a cliff?
Yeah, I like this guy.
Was he on the edge of a cliff?
This is a cool dude here.
Was he about to get hit? See, I rescued.
He was homeless.
My cat. All right. So what you did was you took in a homeless dog.
Bro, how do you?
Which makes you so much better because you're such a great person. Because if you think about it, Brian, how many homeless people do you walk by every day and don't even toss them a coin because they threw a bag in your car and they were like, yo, sell me this bag. Anybody want to hear the reference? Go back to episode 1. But like you won't even fucking give a person $2 for a mystery bag and you brought home a dog that was homeless. It wasn't even in trouble at the time. It was apparently getting 3 square meals a day.
Listen, a homeless guy's not gonna lick.
See, that's the thing with you fucking white people, man. I rescued it. You fucking gave it a home. And I appreciate you for that because I love animals. My cat was rescued. I didn't rescue my cat, but my friend did. Cars were running over it. Running over it. She picked it up out of the street in her nurturing arms and brought it in her car and brought it to me. That's a rescued animal.
That is
Your shit wasn't even in no danger. Look how happy it looks.
Did you have to got lost. Did you have to fill out paperwork?
Fucking lost dog.
No, so we actually
a kid named Timmy going where? He probably named it the same shit.
He's crying in the background.
He probably got the name Boots.
You didn't rescue, so you took that dog from some poor kid.
That dog. Let me see the picture again. That's a happy fucking dog.
Nah, that's a cute dog.
Look how happy he is, dog.
He found his human.
When we first moved down to Florida,
we went over. Alike, dude.
We went over to the elementary school and took it from a kid who was walking it.
I mean, that's how Puerto Ricans get cats. You know, Puerto Ricans get cats. We hold open the door and go, or we actually rescue it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking white people. We rescued it. It's a rescue. When they adopt kids, how come they don't call them rescues?
Oh yeah, don't do that.
That's true.
Why isn't it just we adopted it? That's what you did. You adopted it.
We adopted him. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You didn't rescue it.
Yeah, actually,
You were home when he was found.
He
picked him out online. He picked him out online. He saw his photo.
It was from one of Christina's friends. Had him and couldn't take care of him anymore.
That's
dope. Listen, I appreciate that.
I'm an animal person.
What's his name again?
Boots.
Yeah, little Timmy. Boots is safe. In case little Timmy's following me, Boots is safe. He's with Brian now. Brian's a good dog. Your dog isn't gonna have no weed smoke going in his face like Mama does.
Hold on. We gotta ask a question. Have you ever heard that animals get high by weed smoke going through their ears? Have you ever heard anybody say that before?
I've never heard that. That's something that's new.
You know why? You
Is
know
that
why? Because you wasn't high with some white dude who told you that and
Wait, is
believed
this
it
a
for
true
20
thing?
years. No, he believed that shit for mad years. He was
Oh,
telling
so
me how
what,
he
so
was
you
getting
blow
Probably,
smoke
dude,
in
probably like
people's
10
ears?
years. Easily 10 years is how long I thought.
he was
that
blowing
for.
smoke in his dog's ear. I'm like, what the fuck are
Wait,
you
but
blowing
then
in his ear for? You trying to give it a
my
boner?
logic would be like, okay, listen, if it happened with animals, then I would think also humans that could happen.
We'll be sitting there taking fucking hits out of their ears.
Is that how you used to smoke? Is that why?
Sangano.
Fucking...
See, for all those people that don't think I know Spanish, Sangano. I got a show to get to, man. Yo,
all right, peace out.
Christian,
Yo, I love you guys.
I want to thank you
Let's
so
do this
much
again.
for being on this show. See, and for any other guest that I might have on the show, Tristan does it right. He just talks right over you
much,
and he
man.
gets his
I'm
point
sorry.
in.
You
No,
gotta shut me up sometimes.
no, because here's the thing. You're the guest. People hear me talk shit all the time. I brought you on to talk your shit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when I used to do this podcast back in the day, I had Adam. Big up to Adam. Pew, 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 pew. Adam Gable. I had him on the show and he was like, the show was an hour of you talking and 15 minutes of me being introduced. I said, dude, you got to just talk. Okay, you got to just talk.
So
That's how you do it, people.
I'm obnoxious, man.
See how when he started saying something interesting, I stopped and I listened and I learned some things. And I'm sure you did too, boys and girls.
Yeah.
But time has come to say goodbye to all our Rated G friends. And this is a crazy podcast today because we got my man Brian out in Florida. We got my man Tristan out in New York. I'm out in Atlantic City. Yeah. That's one of the good things.
Global. Worldwide.
It's one of the good things about the technology and the internet. You know, when you're not up there giving we give our stupid opinions, but you ain't got to watch. You know what I'm saying? When you're not out there being a dick, the internet can be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait. Oh, that's what it was. You said, I don't understand. When I sent you that thing to do with the Korean shit, you were like, I don't understand people who need to identify with anything. And I said, I do. Strong. They're dicks. That's what I said it.
There you go.
Dicks, I say. Dicks. And it's okay to be a dick, man. I'm a dick.
Yeah, listen, it's okay to have
a dick.
Listen, you gotta be
a little wouldn't you like to be a dick too? So nothing to share, Brian?
Nope.
I do love the shirt. This was interesting, right? Our first guest on the show. I think
I liked it. I liked it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Tristan, I appreciate you, man. That's my brother.
You let me know, we do it. We'll talk about
Come out to AC, man. Come visit me, man, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm coming soon, man. I gotta get a whip. I have a scooter, but I don't think it's gonna make it there.
Is it highway legal?
No. But I'll fucking go on the highway, bro, going 15 miles an hour.
Oh, that's right. I saw the picture of you with the fucking doofy
with the fucking helmet.
Yeah, somehow it fits.
Let me let you go. See, I'm gonna keep talking, bro.
Nah. That's what
I'm one of those, bro. I'll
Tristan's
do it on purpose.
Like, do you know what we're gonna talk about?
People try to leave. When I'm in a conversation with them, I'll start talking with them. I'll just keep talking because I want to see how awkward they get before they actually cut me off.
That's a great idea.
I don't get awkward. Well, I keep going too sometimes. When it's time to go, I go. And it's time to go. I gotta take care of some things and I gotta get out to the show, man. Listen, everybody who's checked us out, I want to thank you for checking this out, man. Nothing means more to me than my fans. You guys are the ones that can change my life. I appreciate you for listening. And for staying this long. I appreciate Tristan. Brian, you know I love you, dog. Two of my brothers right here, man. This is crazy. This is one thing that I can say. I'm so glad I got in this game. I met these two brothers right here, and it's been amazing. Catch me at ACJokes. You can check out my schedule on ACJokes.com. I got follow me on Gary G. Garcia. See when I'm everywhere else, wherever I'm at. Check out my special. Last I checked, I might have hit 1,000 views today.
Nice.
Check. Where we at, Brian? Check real quick where I'm at with those views.
Yeah, I'm going.
My goal's 100,000 people.
Yeah.
So if you like it, share it. I don't think those are lofty goals, but I do believe you got to put in the work to get them. So I'm asking everybody, if you like the fucking special, share the fucking special the same way you share shit with me of other comedians that are already big and famous, man. Where we at, Brian? Because the countdown's coming.
Yeah.
987.
987, baby. Come on, baby. Bring me to that first 1,000, then I only need 999 more thousand.
So good, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Gary G. Garcia, man, with my host, Brian Licata. We'll be back next week. My first guest, pew, pew, pew. Big up Tristan Rega. Follow him. What's your Instagram?
At Tristan Rega. You're going to have to request. It's on private right now. Because
that's all right, man. It's worth it. Yo, his shit is actually very entertaining. He puts up a lot of shit, man.
I got to get back to it.
Brian, this is the dude I told you that when the whole, what was the conspiracy that came out that they were living in furniture?
The wish pillow.
No, the ones that was selling the shells with the missing kids' names.
Yeah.
Wayfair. Are you talking about Wayfair?
Wayfair. He's the one that posted the video where he said my new Wayfair came in and his son popped out the box.
Yeah.
Fucking love this dude, man. He's a genius. He's a genius. Get back on the stage. I'm Gary G. Garcia, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. Peace and love. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. That's another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia.